Hello and welcome back to another episode of Thoughtz and Feelz. With a brand new look, what do we think of the rebrand? The old one was very much giving basic, a little childish if I'm being honest. I wanted something more elevated, something more artsy, something with a little personality, and I think it's cute personally. I've been missing for about 5 months, just living life and getting myself together. It's actually been a really busy few months. Last year, my daughter turned 11 in October. I went on a sister's holiday to Gran Canaria, which was actually lit. It was an Amapiano weekender. I'm not the biggest fan of Amapiano. I'm a dancehall baby through and through, as most of you will know, but it was actually alright still. I think after a few tequilas, everything sounds better. I travelled to the Gambia with my family in November. It was beautiful. My son turned 1 out there, which is actually insane. And I turned 28 in December. 28, as my sister kindly reminded me, I'm officially getting old and my back being even more in bits really does confirm it. Then we had the festive period, which is long in itself. And now here we are, almost 2 weeks into the new year, and it's fucking freezing. I can't even go outside. And my gas bill is about to be disgraceful because there is no way on God's green earth I'm not having my heating on. Anyway, I hope you all had a great Christmas and welcome the new year in style. And happy Sunday, guys and girls. Now let's get into today's episode. As promised many moons ago, this one is about friends who secretly hate you. And honestly, it's scary that people like this actually exist. I know the phrase, keep your friends close and your enemies closer, is probably cliche, but what do you do when they're all rolled into one big fat hating ass friend? Let's talk about it. I know there's been times for most, if not all of us girlies, when you get invited out with your friend, you put on your sexy dress, you put on your heels, your makeup's done, and you look ton up. You're feeling yourself, and you step out, your friend sees you, and they say nothing. No, you look nice. Well, that dress is cute. It's just silent. You ignore it because you're not even fishing for compliments, but this is supposed to be your friend's, like your bestie, day one. You go out, have a few drinks, your vibe is unmatched, and you start getting attention from the man them, and suddenly the energy shifts, and every time a man approaches you, she's there, interjecting, cutting in the conversation, dragging you away like you're some picnic. Suddenly she needs the toilet, she's tired, suddenly she wants to leave. Oh dear. Then the night ends, and it's why every time you go out, you're always attracting man. But let's be real. They're looking at you because you look 10-10. And the real issue is simple. They're not getting the same attention you are. Some people will say they're being protective. Some will say they're just concerned. But let's be honest. That is not concern. That is competition and jealousy. Sometimes people wonder what you have that others are drawn to. They want it, but instead of being inspired, they feel intimidated, and you don't even realize there's a competition because you're not competing, obviously. You're just being yourself, and what you have isn't because of luck, and it isn't a privilege. It's confidence, plain simple confidence, and confidence exposes insecurities. And it actually reminds me of this girl that I met. We can just call her Ashley. We went out for New Year's a few years ago. And I've always said the new year either brings out the best in people or just the absolute worst. The night was already weird, but anyway, we were waiting for a taxi at the end of the night, and a guy comes over to me. He's big, black and tall, and we're just chatting, normal conversation. He tells me I look beautiful, blah, blah, blah. And out of nowhere, here comes Ashley. And she asks him, why do you think she's beautiful? Is it because she's mixed race? The man's obviously confused. He's like, she's just beautiful. And Ashley turns around and has the audacity to say, so what's wrong with black women then? Because you haven't said that to me. And from there, it just spirals. They're arguing. She throws a water bottle at him and she walks off, leaving me to apologize to this man for her behavior. I was literally standing there thinking, like, where did that even come from? What a conversation to have on a night out. And she clearly wasn't in the right headspace. But what I took from that situation was that she had a complex and she was projecting it onto me, and not only me, but onto the man. And instead of dealing with that internally, it came out as anger in comparison. And just to be clear, this isn't about race as a whole. It's just about insecurities and projection. And let's talk about friends who are never genuinely happy for you. I asked a few close people how they know, and it all fits the same pattern. Number one was people's reactions. You can tell them good news, and it might just be, oh, that's nice, or oh, well done. And that's it. There's never excitement. There's no follow-up questions. There's no real energy. And it's just giving polite, but it's not giving genuine. It's giving fake as fuck. Like, why are you even bother saying anything? And just making it weird. My dad used to remind me all the time. He used to say, not everything you fit tell people, because some people don't want you to prosper in life. It just makes you realize that not everyone clapping for you is genuinely happy for you. Number two, they start leaving you out. They don't invite you anywhere. They don't really call you unless it suits them. And a lot of the time they keep you around because you're useful. You spend your money, you travel, you provide access. That's not friendship. Yeah, that is convenience. And you're literally the definition of a user. So boo to you. Yeah. Number three, everything becomes a one-up. If you've had a bad day, theirs was worse. If you've had a good day, theirs was better. They don't ask how you are because they don't actually care how you are. And everything has to be about them. How about when they want things just because you have it? They literally want your life and copy everything you do down to the clothes and your blood clot back. Imitation is not always flattering. Sometimes it's just straight up weird. Just stop being a weirdo. Number four, they don't compliment you. And you know it's intentional because they do it for everyone else, but they can't do it for you. They don't want you feeling yourself. They don't want you to get ahead of yourself. They don't want you to glow up, but don't let them make you feel like you're the ugly friend. As long as you feel good, you look good and you're comfortable, that's all that will ever matter. Number five, downplaying your success. It's never just congratulations. It's congratulations, but oh, let's see how long that lasts, or try not to mess this one up. There's always a negative undertone to anything you do or anything you say that is actually positive, especially when and if it doesn't actually involve them. A real friend is supposed to celebrate your wins. Like, some of them are even more excited than you. That's how it should be. And number six, your gut already knows. You feel the vibes, the negativity, the tension. Sometimes you can see it in their body language. And if it feels off, it probably is. And lastly, friends that can't let you grow. They love the old you, the partying you, the smoking you, the version that stayed the same. When you decide to do better, stop the smoking, stop the drinking, go gym, get your life together, just do better, be better. Just struggle with it, because if growth isn't what ties you together anymore, then what is? And sometimes the only way you relate to people is through those activities, through drinking, smoking, going out on the weekend, getting lit. But you take all those things away, what is it that you have in common? And that's when you start questioning the friendship. And history, loyalty, and familiarity. Sometimes those things just aren't enough. Sometimes growth means outgrowing people, and that's so honestly, people act like this because they're insecure and unhappy with where they are in life. They compare themselves to you, they feel behind, and instead of fixing that, they let resentment build. Your confidence, your growth, or attention makes them uncomfortable because it highlights what they haven't done for themselves. So rather than being inspired, they compete and downplay your wins or try to humble you in a way. It's not about you doing too much. It's about them not doing enough. You could be doing absolutely nothing. Your life could be one big bag of shit, and they would still want that one big bag of shit. If there's one thing I want you to take from this episode, it's this. Pay attention. Pay attention to how people react to your wins. Pay attention to how you feel after spending time with them. Because real friends just don't compete with you. They don't resent your growth, and they don't make you question your worth. This episode wasn't even about blaming anyone. It was about recognizing patterns and trusting your intuition when it comes to people. Because some people are just bad mind and choosing peace over proximity. So protect your energy, move with intention, and remember, real friends genuinely clap the loudest when you win. Genuinely be happy for your friends. It's not that hard. Stop being a hater. Stop being a follow fashion. Find your own selves. Stop being weirdos. As the saying goes, with friends like these, who needs enemies? Like, let's be real. Thank you for listening to Thoughtz and Feelz, and I'll catch you in the next one. As always, guys, stay blessed.